Hello, everybody. This is TJ Man 461, and today I'm reacting to Barney Stinson versus Sheldon Cooper. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this, but I love Multiverse Match. I've seen a lot of their episodes. I even watched them when they were uh, Maximum Combat. That's what it was. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. I was gonna do a reaction to Steven versus Invincible, but I never really got around to it and I really just wanted to watch it. I could never find time to record it, so I just decided to watch it. And I had to skip the research because I didn't want Invincible comic spoilers. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. I don't know what to expect from this. I want Sheldon to win, but I don't think he even has feats, unless they're including like dream sequences, I guess. Because then he would have like a time machine. I don't know. This is probably gonna be crazy. So let's see what happens. Let's go. Multiverse
Most
match.
sitcoms will have that
What you
standout
had.
character from the cast. The one who gets the most laughs, has the most fans, and eventually becomes the
Freaking
center
ad,
of
man.
attention.
We've dealt with characters like that on this show before, like with the Fonz and Steve Urkel, but now we're going to take that same idea and bring it into a more modern age. Once again, we're putting
Awesome.
the cool guy up against the nerd.
Barney Stinson, the legendary swinger of How I Met Your Mother.
And Sheldon Cooper, the brainiac physicist
I love that they
from
use
The
that
Big Bang
PNG.
Theory.
For this match, we're going to be looking at
It's
the
probably the
original
only
shows,
PNG,
as
but,
well
yeah.
as spin-offs like Young Sheldon and
Oh god.
How I Met Your Father, I guess? You never know what could happen.
Now that we've set everything up, who will win when we make these two sitcom characters fight?
Alright, let's go.
In the Big Apple, there is one man who lives in infamy. He's the greatest, wealthiest, most successful bachelor in New York City. His name? Barney Stinson. With over 200 sexual conquests under his belt, Barney has
Hell yeah.
proven that he should check himself for a disease or two.
However,
He's
it
just
wasn't
like me.
always this way.
I've
In
never
the
touched a
beginning,
woman in
Barney
my
was
life.
actually a peace-loving hippie. He had high hopes of joining the Peace Corps with his then-girlfriend Shannon, but it all came falling apart after she cheated on Barney with some business guy in a suit. This broke
Of
poor
course.
Barney's heart, and he went on a downward spiral.
Prompting him to become awesome instead. He learned
Yeah.
from that man and became the Barney we all know today.
I think awesome might be pushing it. In reality, he became a womanizing businessman with an obsession over the gentleman's sport known as laser tag.
Admittedly,
Awesome.
Barney's life is pretty sad when you take the time to think about it. That's why
Hold-
Barney
Okay, hold on here. Is he gonna have light speed reactions because he can like dodge laser? Oh god. Oh jeez. I hope that is why he wins. Because I one time heard that Bob from Bob's Burgers can dodge lasers. So so I really hope that that's done here. Like I don't know if I agree with it, but I could see why that would be why he wins. Because he can like dodge laser fire. Technically, you know.
doesn't do that. Instead, he does whatever he can to make every night legendary. When
All
he's
right.
not chasing tail, he's at the bar with his friends Ted, Marshall, Lily, and Robin. They put up with Barney's behavior, and on some occasions, bring out the best in him.
Yay.
Barney's mischievous
So happy.
personality has gotten him and his friends into some hairy situations. Let's see if that does anything
Of
for
course.
his physical stats. We're putting him in a fight, remember?
Barney
Yep.
claims to work out every day in order to look good, and he was strong enough to punch a hole in a wall after
Wall level.
Ted stopped a girl fight. He was just that passionate about the fight going uninterrupted. He did it again after being reminded about
He's
how
wall
much
level.
he hates Gary Blauman. Barney can also lift a box TV over his head and smash it, and punch Ted hard enough to give him a bruise, as well as punching
Okay.
himself hard enough to develop a black eye.
You might even be able to scale Barney to his friends, like Ted who went toe-to-toe with a goat. Indeed. Some goats can ram into you
goat.
with the force of 1,500 joules.
Oh my
Do
god.
with that what you will. He might also scale the Marshal, who overpowered a bartender who had previously beaten up 3 grown men on his own.
Wow.
But saying Barney scales to that is kind of dubious, since he was personally scared of that bartender throughout the whole episode.
Still, it says something about Barney's durability that he can survive getting slapped by that guy. Doubly impressive when you realize that Marshall once perfected the slap of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Just
What?
to slap Barney really hard. Can we get a calc in here? 1,000,000 suns would take...
No, Max. You know as well as I do that the slap of 1,000,000 exploding suns was made up just to scare Barney. In
What the
reality,
heck?
he just got slapped really hard by his friend.
Ah! Well, Barney has good durability feats regardless. He regularly
I
gets
thought they were
beaten up by
okay. I thought they were actually gonna calc that, and I was gonna be like, I don't know. Oh my god, this is amazing so far.
women who are understandably upset with him. He endured having a chair shattered over his back, allowed himself to get an infection after piercing his ear and losing a lot of blood, and even survived getting slammed into by a bus going at top speed.
Oh my god.
Admittedly, this did put Barney in the hospital and it took a while for him to recover. But the fact that he didn't die immediately when the bus was going that fast is impressive.
He's also
Yeah.
quick on his feet. He was able to run the New York Marathon without any prior training.
Okay, so I feel like he wins. I don't know. I've seen a lot of Big Bang Theory, and I just don't think Sheldon has that many feats. You know. But yeah. I don't, sorry, I keep rambling, but I wonder what sprites they're going to use because there's like one Mugen, however you say it, uh, character for Sheldon, and it like looks terrible. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, and Barney, I have no freaking clue what they're going to use. I assume they're going to like recolor sprites, because I know the Invincible ones he used were recolored Superman ones, so maybe something like that.
He fully dressed himself in a single second, and he
Oh my
has a
God.
habit of cartoonishly dashing to locations in an instant. The most impressive instance of this was when he was at work and Ted informed him of a girl fight going on at the bar. The second Barney heard this, he rushed out of work and arrived at the bar in around 7 seconds.
Oh my god.
Based on the real-life equivalent of McLaren's pub to the equivalent of the GNB building, Barney had to travel a distance of 1.3 miles in 7 seconds.
Okay.
Meaning he was running at 669 miles per hour.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, what?
But that's not even his greatest feat of speed. When Robin was trying to get a picture of Barney in an embarrassing position, she found that it was impossible. Even when he was already in a different position, by the time the camera caught up with him, he was in his normal
So
pose.
fucking funny.
This seems more like a bizarre ability to me. Barney himself doesn't even know why it happens. He just took it as, I can never take a bad picture.
If it were only that simple, Ducko! At the end of the episode, Robin is able to successfully make him sneeze and ruin his picture. It's not just some weird ability. Barney is faster than the
I might need to
average
watch this show.
camera.
This sounds so
Maybe
funny.
the sneeze is the only way to counter this strange ability of his? I don't know. We may have to get back to this.
Fine, then. We can at least talk about how smart Barney is. While most of his cartoonishly over-the-top plays only work on drunk girls, he has shown on multiple occasions that he can manipulate his friends, who are pretty level-headed and already know Barney as a schemer, so it's impressive that he can still pull the wool over their eyes.
In cleaning house, he managed to talk the rest of the group into helping him clean his childhood home, just as the title suggests. Even though the gang were adamant that Barney couldn't convince them to help out, he proved them wrong in the very next scene.
Nice.
How did he do that?
Barney is a long-term strategist, once sneezing on purpose every time Marshall mentioned he wanted to go to a certain Chinese restaurant. After he did this enough times, he was able to give Marshall a sudden urge to go eat at that place every time Barney sneezed. This was used to his advantage later. Barney also did unspeakable things to his own suit in order to prevent people from wanting to touch him. Also, apparently, he attended MIT and nobody knew.
But, as you can tell by the fact that Barney's even willing to manipulate his friends like this, he isn't as nice as that other Barney.
Oh my god.
Barney's whirling carousel of suits, cigars, and booze has ultimately left him as a sad clown. He views himself as a man broken beyond repair, and tries to distract himself by having a fun time all the time. He's usually childish.
Kind of reminds me of James Bond in a way. It's like James Bond is like so broken as well. Like they talked about this in James Bond's analysis too.
Taking statements like no one
Or Death Battle did, not them. Death Battle did. I should probably specify that, so nobody corrects me in the comments.
can do this as a legitimate challenge, and he'll see those challenges through no matter how long it takes him.
Barney has been described as a sociopath, and that's not far off. If tricking multiple women into sleeping with him wasn't enough, he also shows
He's
a
literally
blatant
James
disregard
Bond.
for their safety. As long as he never has to speak to his one-night stand again, Barney doesn't care.
Oh my
This
god.
disregard for the emotions of the women he
He's
sleeps
just
with
like
has
James
led
Bond.
some women to become psychotic with their raw hatred of him. At
Oh.
this point, there are a lot of women who want him dead and buried. However, deep
Just like
down
me for real.
inside Barney's
Yeah,
heart,
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
or whatever black sludge is pumping blood through Barney's body, is that nice guy he once was.
Barney is shown to be much softer around his friends, going to great lengths to ensure their happiness,
Aw,
fixing broken relationships,
so wholesome.
inspiring Ted to follow his dreams, and once giving up on his latest conquest to make Robin happy. Yes, his friends seem to bring out the best in him, showing that the
Aw.
peace-loving hippie side of Barney is still in there somewhere.
But Barney doesn't like it when people acknowledge his nicer side, so let's steer back into his wacky shenanigans. Like
Hell
how
yeah.
he's always playing laser tag!
Oh god,
He's
light
actually
speed feet.
pretty good at the game, having won a few tournaments in the past. He's so good at the game that he was able to best Robin's dad, who was a former CIA agent.
Barney is pretty good at gambling, and for some reason has
Damn it, no light
jujitsu
speed.
knife skills. He's also a master of disguise, often donning over-the-top costumes to hide his identity. He can also clone himself?
That's right! That's right! Here you can see Barney conjure up another Barney, one who represents his Canadian side.
What the hell?
You might want to argue that this scene is more of an internal battle. Barney had been struggling with the fact that he was a quarter Canadian throughout the entire episode, so perhaps this just represents his internal struggle. But answer me this. How
Riddle
did
me
he
this.
get that canoe in Ted's apartment? How'd he do that, huh? There's a second Barney right there. Clone confirmed. Moving on.
Well, alright then. I can't argue with that. Barney can clone himself, folks. You heard it here first. It looks like Barney also has super hearing. He was able to hear an annoying ringtone that was going off in a dumpster at the bar, even though Barney himself was at his own apartment.
Oh my
which is
god.
a 23-minute drive away.
Barney also has telepathy. Ooh.
What?
It's a running gag in this series that the gang can all telepathically communicate with each other. Not even that they just know each other very well, since we've seen secrets slip out through these conversations. Like when Marshall mentally mentioned to Lily that someone was a prostitute, causing Lily to immediately wake up and blurt the fact out in shock. Barney himself had a telepathic conversation with Marshall when he was Jinx.
What is going
That's
on?
great, Max. Barney
thought he
can
was a normal-ass
telepathically
person. What
communicate
the
with
hell?
his friends and no one else. How can he use this against Sheldon?
Why are you like this?
I'm also going to have to take out your notes here that say Barney has astral projection. That scene was clearly just
What?
about Ted visualizing what Barney would be saying to distract him in that moment.
You're being the fucking fun police right now.
I have to
Damn.
keep this episode on the rails if you're going to behave like this. I can at least agree that Barney is a skilled magician. He can make doves appear out of nowhere, take out a bouquet of flowers, or most useful for this episode, shoot a fireball out of his sleeve.
Oh my god.
Barney has been reprimanded for doing this trick, though, because it tends to result in disaster.
It would be dangerous to shoot those off in a bar, but it would also be dangerous if Barney came at you with a sword. He has one for magic tricks, and he has two others when he's pretending to be a street performer. Oh, and I guess he has one when he poses for nude paintings.
Oh.
I guess Barney just likes swords. Another sharp, potentially dangerous object is Barney's comically large pair of scissors. Imagine
Comically
being
large
impaled by
scissors.
that.
Barney has an exploding meatball sub, which he intended to use as a prank for Marshall, but it was too powerful and wound up blowing the head off a mannequin. It is also definitely too spicy for Max to eat.
Shut up!
It's a good thing Barney has a squirt gun, though, so he can give Max some water after eating something that spicy.
This isn't funny!
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. I
Having
didn't think
banter
of it like
now.
that. Let's see, Barney also has the Bro Code and the Playbook. The Bro Code is a large book containing all the rules for you and your best friend to follow in order to be bros. The Playbook contains every scam, con, gambit, flim-flam, stratagem, and bamboozle that Barney has ever used. And I guess it would hurt pretty badly if Barney beat you down with either of these two books. They're pretty big.
It may also be
That's
worth
fair.
noting that Barney has a shirt cannon, which he used to promote his own holiday called Bangtoberfest. If it gets you in the eye, it'll hurt pretty badly.
Barney also
Fair.
once wielded a gun! Don't worry, he wasn't crazy enough to actually shoot anyone. But with Sheldon as his opponent, he just might be tempted to.
Oh
But
god.
Barney can't just shoot all his problems away. Goodness. Evidently, he has a few key flaws that would hinder him in any life or death scenario. First and foremost, he's a coward. If he can avoid a fight, he will. He's also easily distracted by attractive women, and while he is intelligent, he has also been fooled by his friends in the past.
He's also a damaged and broken man who doesn't like himself and thinks he's
Aw.
too far gone at this point. Maybe some of it comes from growing up without a father, but he was eventually able to start picking up the pieces. He finally got to meet his father, and after a rocky start, they were able to connect.
Aw.
Barney even had experiences in
That's
love,
beautiful.
which he thought he could never do again after his previous relationship with Shannon. He even managed to finally get revenge on the man who broke him and Shannon up to begin with, revealing that he only got his job at G&B for the sole purpose of destroying it from the inside and getting that man arrested for all the criminal activity going on at that company.
Nice.
So, even after everything he had been through, Barney Stinson was able to turn his life around and truly become awesome.
This has been a wonderful
Yay.
evening. I got great dirt on all you guys. I got Ted to tell the re-return. I finally nailed Shannon. Told her I'd call her tomorrow. Yeah, right. And I rediscovered just how awesomely awesome my life is. Peace out, hombres.
Yeah, I don't know how Sheldon's gonna be.
There are many great scientific
don't know.
minds in our world today who help us gain a better understanding of our universe. We may take these folks for granted at first, and they may even be labeled as nerds before they make any great discoveries.
Sheldon Cooper was one of these nerds. At a young age, he proved to be a child prodigy, having
Yay.
been gifted with amazing intelligence.
I feel like young
which
Sheldon
made
is
him
gonna
an
carry his
outcast in
stats.
his Southern family. But it didn't matter to Sheldon that he was unpopular in school, considering he wound up graduating to college when he was only 11. By the
Nice.
time he was
Yep.
an adult, Sheldon had become a very notable scientist.
I'll have you know he's a theoretical physicist. There's a difference. He's also a proud geek, typically indulging in long-winded conversations about Star Trek, comic books, or video games, despite being, well, very annoying to be around.
Yep.
Sheldon did manage to form a group of friends that he could regularly banter with.
And oh yes, the banter sure is hilarious. Everything they say gets the laugh track rolling. It must be a
Woo.
funny show.
That's right, Max. The Big Bang Theory is hailed by critics and audiences alike for
That's right, Boomstick. Oh god. They did the funny. That's right, Max. That's right, Boomstick. Oh god.
being one of the greatest comedy programs out there, and
Yeah.
nobody dislikes it. But we're not here to talk about that. Let's see how well Sheldon does in a fight.
Sheldon
I
was
don't
very
mind it.
formidable. He once got into a slap fight with Leonard. Look at him go! They were evenly matched.
Oh yeah, I remember
But
that.
Sheldon definitely ranks higher on the Big Bang Theory power.
Oh, yeah, I
scale
remember
than
that one,
his
too.
Other friends Howard and Raj. He effortlessly beat Raj in arm wrestling, and according to Sheldon himself, he could take on Howard in any physical confrontation, based on his experiences of his older brother.
Yeah,
who gave him noogies,
he just
or
doesn't have as
understanding
much
why I was
strength
hating
as
himself. He also broke
Barney.
his whiteboard in half.
Sheldon also once
Okay.
screamed loud enough that it was heard from space.
Oh
But that's probably just a visual joke.
no.
Sorry, folks.
No, Calcut, no!
Hey, at least he had
Damn
some
it!
genuine durability feats.
Okay.
He endured getting kicked in the balls. He was violently electrocuted by a security net and got punched square in the face by Penny.
Sheldon
Okay.
also fell down a flight of stairs while holding a heavy computer.
Alright.
If we are to believe the Big Bang Theory power scale, he should be more powerful than Raj, who survived a small burst of flames that singed him.
Okay.
Being an obnoxious nerd with no limit to what he will and will not say, Sheldon needs to be fast. Luckily, he's fast enough to outrun an angry dog. At least for a little bit. And he was able to outpace Leonard in a ball pit. But best of all, Sheldon
Nice.
once turned into the Flash and ran all the way to the Grand Canyon in about 21 seconds. If
Yes.
we do the math, Sheldon would have to be...
Sorry to interrupt you, Max. but
No.
I'm gonna have to debunk Flash Sheldon.
What? Why? Stop debunking my funny feats in this episode.
But look here, Max. Sheldon is dressed up as the Flash, and he says he's going to get coffee before the banana hits the floor. But when he starts running, the banana has already fallen. If he really had these Flash speeds, he should have no issue doing what he said.
Maybe the Flash is his secret identity?
Sheldon can't keep a secret to save his life. He just keeps piling on to different lies until he crumbles. That was a whole episode, even.
Okay, yeah, there's no way Sheldon's winning this. I want him to win so badly, but Barney just says way more stuff.
That's fair enough. Just as fair as Sheldon's intelligence can...
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a Aquaman versus SpongeBob situation where they thought Sheldon was gonna be strong. Well, I mean, they didn't really lowball Barney though. I don't know. It kind of just feels like that though, because Sheldon's kind of like weaker than they probably thought, or Max probably thought. And then, yeah.
Can we talk about how smart this guy is?
Certainly. Sheldon is known for being a genius, and generally considers himself to be the smartest man in the room at any given moment. As we mentioned, he was even very smart as a kid. In young Sheldon, he built a small nuclear reactor that
I
he
don't know
intended to
anything
use to
about young
provide
Sheldon.
free electricity for the entire town. Unfortunately, the government put an end to that pretty quickly.
He claims that he never forgets things, remembering everything since the day his mother stopped breastfeeding him.
Wow.
Thanks for the info, Sheldon.
Yeah.
He often
Thanks
proves
for that
to be
image.
smarter than his friends, even able to compete with all three of them on his own in a battle of wits.
Okay, yeah.
Sheldon is great at remembering small details, like where his food was placed. And he's crafty with traps, able to set up
Oh, yeah, I
harmless
remember
pranks
that one.
cover his enemies in foam. He also got the better of Priya, who had been finding holes in his roommate agreement by making a new one and threatening to tell her parents about her relationship with Leonard if Leonard didn't sign it.
Uh-oh.
This plot ultimately got Leonard to think Priya was embarrassed by him, resulting in their breakup, which also could have been part of his plan. Based,
Rip.
Sheldon. Very based.
Also, apparently Elon Musk has only made it so far because he's been reading some notes that a younger Sheldon had written.
Oh my god.
No other comment currently. He also has an obsessive knowledge of geek culture, and can probably answer any question you've had about Star Trek or DC Comics. It'd all be fine if Sheldon weren't so obnoxious about it.
Huh. He'd be perfect for a death battle. You know, knowing all that about DC Comics, am I right?
Yeah, Sheldon's intelligence came with a huge ego. He believes himself to be unmatched in terms of sheer intelligence, and will often treat those around him like children. As such, his own
Yeah.
friends find him insufferable to be around. Sheldon often fails to understand sarcasm, and doesn't seem to understand why he's so obnoxious to everyone else.
While he usually acts cold towards his friends, deep down he does seem to care about them,
Yep.
and has come through for them on multiple occasions. He has a particular attachment to Leonard, who he considers his
Aw.
best friend. As a result,
Yeah.
Sheldon will typically try to cheer up Leonard if he's sad, or prevent others from hurting his feelings.
It does seem like Leonard brings out the best in Sheldon, and even sometimes acts as a fatherly figure to him. But fuck this! How can Sheldon kick my ass? Let's dive into his skills and abilities already.
Yes.
Well, I suppose he could beat you in paintball. Sheldon has decent paintball skills, and tends to be the only member of his team with a strategy. Sheldon also has Vulcan hearing, where he's able to hear people whispering about him in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him. Tell me what? Damn his Vulcan hearing.
Good one, Big Bang Theory! You slay me! Oh, Sheldon can even mitosis into a second Sheldon
Oh, shit.
after eating enough Chinese food.
That was a dream, though.
Oh, right. Well,
Damn it.
he can still shapeshift into a hideous goblin as a hilarious parody of Lord of the Rings.
That was also a dream.
Damn it, Sheldon! I'm trying to give you feats! Stop having such wacky, laugh-track-worthy dreams!
Yeah. See, this is gonna be a SpongeBob. Or, yeah, not a SpongeBob. Aquaman. Aquaman, yeah.
I
Aquaman,
can say that
Super
Sheldon certainly
Friends.
has impressive stamina. He was able to stay awake for around 2 or 3 days without resting. Those sleepless nights must have contributed to his technology, which is where he shines the most here.
That's right!
Okay.
With the help of his friends, Sheldon created a killer robot named Monty. It is a powerful buzzsaw that can swing
Ooh.
up and down, and is strong enough to bust through doors. Sheldon himself can control it with a remote. More on robotics, Sheldon also has his robot body, which he uses to get around without
Okay.
actually needing to leave his house. Sounds like a funny episode, guys! Wouldn't want to skip it! That's the cruciferous vegetable amplification, guys. Check it out.
Max, you stop this right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sheldon can Hulk out when he dons those foam Hulk gloves.
Okay, I know they're being sarcastic about liking Big Bang Theory, but come on, man. I like this show. Come on. Come on. It's a good show. I watch it with my parents. It's funny. I don't care. Shut up.
Wouldn't this just cushion his blows? This would not be useful. What can be useful, though, is a sword. That's right,
Okay.
Sheldon has a replica of Longclaw from Game of Thrones. Now we're talking. He also has
There
an
we go.
authentic Chinese throwing star, and a bowling ball which he could use to, I don't know, bash your head in or something. Goodness.
Sheldon also has a marshmallow gun and a paintball gun.
Yay.
One of these is definitely more useful than the other. Lastly,
Okay, yes, Sheldon's not
Sheldon
winning
has
this.
his electric arm prank. It's an arm piece that Sheldon wears under his clothes in order to lure you in for a handshake and then stun you with a powerful electric shock. Whoops! Bazinga! Uh-oh!
These underhanded
Bazinga.
tactics only further prove that Sheldon can't handle himself in a one-on-one fight. Other than that, though, he's deathly afraid of germs, and will go to great lengths to avoid them. He's also afraid of heights and will pass out if he gets too high in the air.
Sheldon also struggles to maintain elaborate lies, constantly piling on if he doesn't think his original lie is good enough. He's also childish and prone to getting overly emotional, becoming somewhat of an emotional wreck whenever two people are fighting near him. That might be bad since, well, we're putting him in a fight. Then again, it could also just make him that much more unstable and crazy.
Sheldon's not crazy. His mother had him tested, don't you know? Sure,
Yep.
Sheldon's made some mistakes and sometimes takes his friends for granted, but he'll often be reminded why his friends are so important to him to begin with.
Sheldon even got a girlfriend named Amy, who was pretty much
Finally,
like
they
Sheldon
name
in
dropped
every
Amy.
way.
Like, I was waiting for them to mention Amy because she's like a big part of his character at one point.
Sheldon even got a girlfriend named Amy, who was pretty much like Sheldon in every way. And you said he couldn't duplicate himself.
He still can't.
He eventually got married to Amy, and together
Yay.
they were able to win a Nobel Prize. Finally, Sheldon was recognized for how smart he really is, and he couldn't have done it without his best friends guiding him along the way.
Sheldon may annoy everyone around him, and everyone watching the show, but you can never deny how brilliant he truly is. And for better or worse, in both the show and in real life, he's known around the world, and will likely not be forgotten anytime soon.
I'm a
Yay!
physicist.
Wholesome.
I have a working knowledge of the entire universe and everything it contains.
Who's Radiohead?
Nice. Come on, how is that not funny?
We've always concluded
sorry, but I
the
like
Cooper
dumb
Stinson
humor.
hypothesis. But who will come out of this as the winner? Charlie Sheen from 2.5 Men, clearly. Winning, duh. Oh, very good.
I only have one rule. Don't skip to the results just to see who wins. The challenge has been accepted, so let's see how this all plays out.
Wait, who skips the fight? No, nobody ever skips to the result. People always skip to the fight, and then they click off the video. At least that's what happens with my videos, but yeah. Okay, alright.
And
Nice.
for the record, Spock is a far more engaging companion than Chewbacca.
Oh my god. It's Scott Pilgrim Sheldon. Kill it. Okay. I mean I get it. That's fair. Yeah. Alright, yeah. That works.
Furthermore, Star Trek, look. I just said I like Star Wars more. I didn't want to spend all night talking to you about it.
Is this Barney? Is this supposed to be Barney?
Because
Whoa, holy shit. This actually has shit. This has lip syncing. That's awesome. I don't think Steven vs. Invincible did, so yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
want to know why, Sheldon? Every second I talk to you, another girl leaves this bar. A girl I could have slept with. There! Look! I could have slept with her! And now it's ruined. All thanks to you.
Oh, that is Barney. Okay.
Who doesn't want to spend all night talking about Star Trek? I thought we were having an engaging back and forth, discussing the pros and cons.
Okay, who is voicing Sheldon? It is so perfect. It's like they got the actual actor. Oh my god.
These two highly influential franchises. You couldn't have been bored that whole time. What is wrong with you? They're just movies. Settle down, bro. Well, excuse me, but we do not share any blood whatsoever, nor has my mother adopted anyone in recent memory. So it's simply not possible that you and I are in any way brothers. It's a figure of speech, jackass. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Honestly, if you're going to keep being this rude, I don't think I'll be inviting you to my next Star Wars watch party. And you'll be sad you missed it too.
Oh god. This is the perfect way for the thing to start, honestly.
Oh well, maybe I'm being too harsh. You can come, but only if you stop.
Slap.
You hit me! You hit me! Calm down, I didn't slap you that hard. What if I'm bleeding? Are you crying? No.
Why is Sheldon so short? I mean, I get it because of the sprite, but still, it's funny.
Ugh!
Oh shit.
Who punches someone in the groin? There. Now we're even. Let's call it a draw. Oh, that's not even. A slap's a slap. But you punched me in the groin. Get over here. No. Stop. We're not fighting.
Okay, I don't know if I'm like as on board with Barney's voice, but Sheldon's voice is perfect here.
I'm not.
Fight!
Well, so we are.
Fourth wall break. What was
come
Ramona?
back!
Wait, hold on. I need to see who all was here. Oh, they got Steve Urkel, Ramona Flowers. Why is she here?
Wait, come back! I know magic. Well, great, Sheldon. Now all the chicks are gone. You have forced my hand. It's not too late to sign a peace treaty, but I'm going to insist that you take one of my many classes. Oh, shut up.
Man, this is actually really good. This animation is really good, actually, so far. I like it. Like, one thing I noticed with Steven versus Invincible is that the attacks were a little bit, like, repetitive. Yeah, that's a word. Repetitive. Like, they would just punch over and over. But, you know, this is actually, like, mixing it up. I like it. Very smooth, too.
Aye, aye! You know,
This might be his best animation so far, honestly.
Barney, I was in the wrong. Let's stop all this fighting and let bygones be bygones. What do you say? Fine. We both got some good shots in, me more than you, but I'm willing to put all that behind us.
Nice.
Bazinga.
Bazinga! Let's go.
You've fallen for one of my classic pranks.
Yes!
Sheldon, do you like magic?
Oh shit. Fire. Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. We're gonna die here. They're gonna find a pile of ashes formerly known as Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Calm down. Find a way out. Do not tell me to calm down. You started this fire. I know. We'll get out of this. Just let me think. You inconsiderate jerk.
Nice. Get him, Sheldon.
Sheldon, fighting never solves anything. You've doomed us.
They're so in character, too. I love it. It's like an actual crossover. Okay, hold on. Is that... Oh, wait, why'd they switch sides? Anyway, is that recolored Light Yagami sprites? It kind of looks like that. I'm not sure. I don't know what sprites he recolored, but it kind of looks like Light Yagami. I don't know. Oh, what? That can't be the end. Sheldon, get up.
I guess I really screwed up this time. Not just my life, but yours too. I'm sorry. I didn't think it would get so out of hand.
No, Sheldon, don't die. Aw, he saved him.
You saved me. Why did you do it? You
Wait, why
made
is
me a pain in my ass.
Wait. Okay, so Barney won, but why are they in a forest now? Oh, is that one of its like teleporting things? Because the shit fell on him, so he did like the teleport thing? Okay, that makes sense.
But did you really think I was gonna let you die? Come on, bro. No, I mean, why did you start the fire to begin with? You shot a fireball in a bar filled with alcohol. Are you stupid? Of course. Alright, catch you on the flip side, Sheldon. I'm going home. Wait, what are we going to tell the authorities when they arrive? Not my problem. Peace out, loser. Well, that's just plain rude.
The laugh track, oh my god.
I hope you're not expecting us to say Bazinga, because this result was no joke. Barney Stinson
Wow.
is our winner today.
In a physical sense, it was really no question. Sheldon has even admitted that he would be less than useless in a physical confrontation. Barney doesn't fight much either, but we've seen him throw a punch at least.
Yeah.
A punch that busted a hole in a wall, no less. He even gave himself a black eye on purpose to look impressive, which is a decent showing of strength and endurance.
Barney's tolerance for pain was greater. He's had chairs shattered on his back, been beaten to a pulp by multiple women at once, and
Yep.
he endured several brutal slaps from Marshall. Sheldon's been punched before too, but he would typically have a worse reaction to the pain.
I'm bleeding!
But Barney is pretty used to getting roughed up by now.
I'm awesome.
As we've said before, Sheldon's flash feat didn't count for the purposes of this video,
Yeah.
considering he contradicts this feat later on, and it already seemed like a fantasy sequence to begin with. Barney's speed feats were also ridiculous, but they weren't so easily disproven. That entire camera act was focused on as the side plot of that episode, and if we want to take it as a speed feat, well, Barney is way faster than Sheldon.
Yeah.
Even without it, Barney's talent for traveling long distances in mere seconds should make him subsonic anyways.
The same goes for Sheldon's Wheaton feat. It's absolutely an outlier, and not
Oh, come
consistent
on.
with his usual stats. You can't expect us to actually believe that Sheldon is a country-level threat. It
Come
wasn't
on,
just
bro.
the physical stats, though. Despite Sheldon's constant bragging about being a genius, he has actually been fooled way more times than Barney has. For what Sheldon has over Barney in his knowledge of physics, Barney had the greater manipulation skills and practical
Okay, that's fair.
knowledge. It's Barney's intelligence that would actually be able to aid him in a fight, and it's very likely that he'd be able to trick Sheldon multiple times. If Barney did unspeakable things to his suit and showed Sheldon what he did, Sheldon's germophobia would prevent him from wanting to even touch Barney.
When you look at their weapons, while Sheldon had a killer robot and a throwing star, Barney had a gun. If it really came down to it, there's nothing stopping Barney from just shooting Sheldon, as
Yeah.
morbid as that sounds.
Sheldon
That's
did
true.
have weapons that could harm Barney, but with Barney's speed advantage and stealth, it's unlikely he'd be able to make that work. Sheldon's Vulcan hearing was no match for Barney's super hearing, and Barney's laser tag skills also outclassed Sheldon's paintball skills.
Yeah.
We've actually seen him win tournaments in laser tag.
Also, Barney knows magic, something Sheldon is shown to be unable to understand. When Howard kept performing magic tricks for Sheldon, he was baffled, so he won't be able to figure
Yep.
out how Barney keeps shooting fireballs from his jacket.
Even if we say Barney's weirder feats don't count and he can't clone himself or move at subsonic speeds, he still holds that physical edge and had greater stealth. Couple
Yeah.
that with an ultimately deadlier arsenal and at least a little experience actually fighting, and this challenge for Barney has been completed. True story.
Oh well.
Making this multiverse match's winner, Barney
I wanted Sheldon to
Stinson.
win, but I didn't expect Barney to actually have like fairly good feats. Alright. I heard the next time was pretty poggers, so let's see what we got here. Oh my god. Wait. What? Okay. Oh god. I don't know. Okay. Honestly, Chucky might win. Because he has some crazy shit in his commercials. I mean, all like food characters have crazy shit in their commercials, so. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually really cool. I'm excited for that one. Special thanks to Chief for voicing Barney and Sheldon. Oh, it was all by one guy? Wow. Well, all right. That was really funny. I really like that. That's probably Max's best animation too. Like that was actually better than Steven versus Invincible. I'd say. Yeah, I agree with the result too. I didn't know anything about Barney before going into this, so but now I actually kind of want to watch the show. So there's that. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next reaction.